Spoiler warning, Connect ending isn't just shocking, it's a lie. Buckle up, because this breakdown will rewrite everything you thought you knew. The story begins with a boy named Dong-soo, who possesses extraordinary abilities. While walking toward the bus station and singing a song he composed, a group of people abducts him. These people are involved in organ trafficking, and they take Dong-soo to a surgeon who removes all of his organs. Strangely, even after this, Dong-soo remains conscious and watches the doctor at work. The doctor removes his eyes and places them on a tray before stepping away to make a phone call. At that moment, strange tentacles emerge from Dong-soo's body, and his wounds begin to heal. Shocked, the doctor hastily puts one of Dong-soo's eyes back, but the other is missing. Before the goons can capture him again, Dong-soo escapes. That a few days later, an unusual incident draws attention in the city. A beautiful statue of a woman appears in the middle of the road, attracting crowds. However, when people take pictures, the statue begins to bleed. The shocking truth is revealed. It isn't a statue, but a real human turned into one. News of this spreads quickly, and the police arrive to investigate. They find two symbols, P and N, marked on the body. Meanwhile, Dong-soo, now living a lonely life with a bandaged eye, experiences sudden pain in his missing eye one night while practicing a song. Through a strange vision, he sees the same P and N symbols from the statue and realizes that someone else now possesses his missing eye. This connection allows him to witness whatever that person sees. Dong-soo discovers the man's workplace is a junkyard. One day, while trying to protect a friend from being beaten, Dong-soo is attacked, and his ear is sliced off. His attackers flee when they see him reattach his ear instantly with his regenerative powers. The organ trafficking gang learns that Dong-soo's body is incredibly valuable because it heals from any injury, making it worth a fortune. Determined to reclaim his missing eye, Dong-soo returns to the place where he was taken. On his way, he's attacked again, but saved by a mysterious woman named Lee. She seems to know who he is and even tests his healing ability by cutting his leg, which heals instantly. Later, Dong-soo sees a book in one of his visions containing instructions on how to turn people into statues. It becomes clear that the person with his eye is the killer behind the statue murders. Meanwhile, a woman who listens to Dong-soo's now viral song notices another statue in the city. She shares this with her friend Mr. Jean, a man with questionable habits whom she likes. When she sings the song to him, both his eyes and Dong-soo's start to ache, confirming that Mr. Jean has Dong-soo's eye. Dong-soo learns that his eye reacts whenever his song plays, linking him directly to Mr. Jin's actions. A vision reveals the phrase corpse art, leading Dong-soo to research and discover Mr. Jin's identity as the killer. When Dong-soo questions Mr. Jin's friend about him, she refuses to answer. Desperate for answers, he visits an astrologer, who warns him that another murder will happen the next day. That same night, Mr. Jin's friend discovers his incriminating book, confirming her worst fears. The next day, as another statue appears, the organ traffickers spot Dong-soo and try to kill him, but Lee saves him again. She reveals she is a novelist writing about connects, people with bodies that can reattach parts even after severe injury. While Mr. Jin's friend confronts him on a rooftop about his crimes, a man overhears and calls someone, alerting Mr. Jin, who kills the eavesdropper. Her phone rings, playing Dong-soo's song, causing both Jin and Dong-soo to experience vision pain again. Following another murder, Dong-soo chases Jin into a washroom, but is arrested by police before he can see Jin's face. Lee helps him escape once again. Realizing his eye transplant is the root of the problem, Jin becomes increasingly desperate. Dong-soo finally tells Lee his full story, from his childhood injuries that healed instantly, to being abandoned by his family, to the night he was kidnapped and lost his eye. Lee promises to help him. However, when Dong-soo's eye starts hurting in public, he sees Jin warning him to stay away. He also sees the next murder in advance, but when he tries to intervene, the police arrest him again. Beaten in jail, he convinces the inspector to listen by breaking and instantly healing his hand. The inspector is stunned, and Dong-soo leaps from the roof to find Jin. Meanwhile, Jin visits the surgeon who transplanted Dong-su's eye. A flashback shows the doctor gave Jin the eye as an experiment. Jin kills the doctor, and the trafficking gang discovers the body. Lee kills one of the gang members while searching for the doctor with Dong-su. Dong-su and Jin speak directly for the first time. Jin reveals he is a terminal cancer patient who wants to kill others before dying himself. Lee then reveals she, too, is a connect by cutting her neck and instantly healing. Jin kidnaps a famous singer to lure Dong-su into a trap. The traffickers capture Dong-su, but Lee stays behind to fight them. Dong-su confronts Jin, but is knocked out with gas. Lee awakens another connect, a monstrous-looking one, to assist. Jin tells Dong-su he plans to transplant his brain into Dong-su's body so he can live on. He kills the singer, pushing Dong-su into a rage. With Lee's help, Dong-su defeats Jin and retrieves his eye, but the police stop him from killing Jin, promising to clear his name. Just when Dong-su and Lee think it's over, military helicopters arrive, having learned about the existence of connects. They are seized, leaving the story open for Season 2 to connect. The ending tricks you into thinking justice has been served. Dong-su defeats Jin in a brutal fight, reclaims his stolen eye, and is promised by the police that his criminal record will be wiped clean. It feels like closure. The villain is down, the hero is free, and peace is finally within reach. But then, the rug is pulled out from under us. Just as Dong-su and Lee are about to walk away, military helicopters descend from the sky. They've discovered the truth about connects, humans with bodies that can repair themselves and reattach severed parts. And they see them not as people, but as valuable assets or dangerous anomalies. Instead of celebrating his freedom, Dong-su is taken into custody, along with Lee. The supposed happy ending was a facade, hiding a much larger threat. The real enemy may not have been Jin at all, but the powerful forces now stepping in. The story closes not with resolution, but with the chilling promise that the worst is yet to come. Think you could survive Connect World? Tag a friend who'd fail miserably. Don't forget to subscribe, unless you're scared of the truth. Our next video reveals the lie the director tried to bury.